Straight to business, Charles Pellegrin is here. He's starting with a look at the stock markets. The main consideration for investors appears to be the state of US-China relations, Charles.
We're seeing stocks rally this Tuesday. This amid speculation that Washington and Beijing will be holding talks soon. This coming after Donald Trump over the weekend accused Beijing of violating the trade truce the two countries reached last month after a meeting in Geneva, which led to a slashing of tit-for-tat tariffs between them. He also threatened to double levies on steel and aluminium imports, and this jolted the markets on Monday, but there are hopes that the U.S. president will speak with Xi Jinping soon, possibly this week, at least after several U.S. officials have hinted at it. China has not said anything of the sort. Officials from both sides, though, are also set for talks on the sidelines of a ministerial meeting at the OECD in Paris on Wednesday. That was enough to see a bit of a sell-off in shares this Tuesday, with the Hang Seng in Hong Kong leading the gains there, over 1.38%. Shares in Shanghai also opening higher after a long weekend, despite new manufacturing data showing factory activity in May shrank at the fastest pace since September 2022 because of a sharp decline in new export orders in the face of U.S. tariffs. Seoul, though, closed because of the presidential election taking place there. European markets also opening higher this Tuesday. As you can see, the DAX in Frankfurt leading the gains in that region, just under 0.5% higher.
Now, meanwhile, the US says it is nearing a trade deal. This is with India, isn't it?
Optimism voiced this time by the U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick as he spoke at the U.S.-India Strategic Partnership Forum, which promotes relations between the two countries. This is Donald Trump has set a delayed tariff deadline of July 9th for a host of countries, including India, to avoid sweeping import duties. India faces 26% tariffs on its exports to the U.S. The U.S. has been asking for India to reduce its own tariffs on thousands of products entering its territory, as well as access to government procurement markets. Let's take a listen to Howard Lutnick.
We've managed, I think, to be in a very, very good place, and you should expect a deal between the United States and India in the not-too-distant future, because I think we found a place that really works for both countries.
I would Lutnick there. Now, here to France, the Senate is discussing a bill here that would deal a blow to the ultra-fast fashion industry.
The bill would slap financial penalties on products based on their environmental impact and force companies to inform consumers about this environmental impact, and could ban advertising for ultra-fast fashion. Particularly targeted by the law are Chinese online retailers like Shein and Temu. Carolyn Baum has a story.
Page upon page of trendy clothes at rock-bottom prices. These items are bought up by eager customers and end up in landfills just as quickly. According to France's environmental agency, 35 articles of clothing are thrown away in the country every second. Waste, the agency says, is driven by an explosion of cheap and low-quality fashion. The French Senate is close to passing a bill that would penalize companies for their role in this environmental disaster.
This bill will really allow us to put a stop to these Chinese giants invading us without any control, without any standards, without paying any taxes in France.
Businesses affected by the law will be required to inform customers of the environmental impacts of their products and pay sanctions determined by an environmental rating. Last year, France's lower house passed a wide-reaching version of the law targeting brands including H&M and Zara. The right-leaning Senate has shifted the focus of the bill to ultra-fast fashion giants such as Shein and Temu, protecting European fast fashion players. Shein says it is being unfairly targeted by lawmakers.
We want to reduce our environmental impact, but only if we do it collectively. Today, millions of French people come to us because we offer affordable fashion. So let's work together to reduce this impact.
French NGOs have also criticized the latest version of the law, saying it doesn't go far enough. The Senate is set to vote on the measure next week.
Charles, thank you very much. Charles Pellegrin with the business news on France 24.